If we grew up in a home learning to be codependent, we learn to be needy. We learn to not trust ourselves and to trust other people and to not feel right with ourselves unless someone else kind of told us we were okay and that we were right and that we were good. And we learned we couldn't stand our own 2 feet. In today's video, what we're going to do is a tapping script that we'll do together so that we can help heal and shift this deep message of neediness. You weren't born this way. This is something that you learned, and it can be unlearned. Quick introduction. My name is Renee. I am an intuitive healer, and it is my mission to help people to heal from codependency and abuse and to learn how to love themselves. If you are brand new to tapping, I have a lot of resources on my channel you can check out. Also, I have a book of tapping scripts and an online course, so links will be to all of those resources below the video. Otherwise, we'll get started with the tapping. It will be done as a call and response, and as always, if there's any statement that I say that isn't true and accurate for you, please insert something that is accurate, that does reflect your experience. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started tapping on the side of the hand. Here we go. Even though I learned I couldn't trust myself, I choose to love myself anyway. Even though I learned to be needy, to trust other people above myself, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Tapping through the points. I learned that I couldn't trust myself. I learned I couldn't stand on my own 2 feet. I need to have someone with me all the time. I hate being alone. I freak out when I'm alone. I get too caught up in my head and I can spiral downwards. And I know what darkness I can get into. I'm afraid to go through life alone. I'm afraid to be with myself sometimes. Actually, a lot of the time. I'm afraid to trust myself. And I have so much self-doubt. So much fear. A lot of the times I put up with what I don't like because I'm afraid that people will leave me if I speak up. And I just want other people to like me. I want some sort of reassurance that they won't leave me. And so I cater to whatever they want, when they want. Because I'm so afraid to show who I am. I did not get the love and the support I needed growing up. I had to caretake the adults that were around me. I learned that I was responsible for their feelings. I learned that it wasn't okay to be strong and independent. It wasn't okay to be an individual with likes and dislikes. I had to tiptoe around somebody else. And I learned that their needs were the most important thing. And if I didn't tend to their needs, I was abandoned. I may have been emotionally or physically abandoned, or both. I was outcast from the family sometimes. I wasn't included. And this really hurt me. And as a child, I didn't understand any of this. I didn't understand what I had done to deserve it. So I just assumed I had done something really, really bad. And I must try harder to get people to like me. I must try harder to get my family to love me. This is what I learned. I wasn't worthy of being loved for who I was. And I learned to people please. And to not ever get to know myself. I learned to be needy and codependent. To exist only so much as I could take care of someone else. I learned so many wrong things. Everything not to do. And now I'm starting a new way of living. A new way of being. What I learned are simply the conditions of my upbringing. And it has been running my life up until now. I may not know how to fill up my own cup. And that's okay. Because I'm healing that right now. My inner child was abandoned. And I'm going to give her the love she needs right now. My inner child did not get the love that she needed. No one was there for her. No one protected her. So I'm loving and protecting her now. I am including her now. And that means accepting and loving all of these parts of myself. All of these parts of myself that were fragmented. All these wounded parts of me that have been discarded. I incorporate all of them now. They are all pieces of me. They are all pieces of the child within. It is okay to trust myself. To go out on a limb and believe in myself. Other people don't have the answers for me. Other people don't know what's best. But I do. I listen to my intuition. I listen to that voice within. It is always there within me. I listen to my feelings. I have an internal guidance system. It is safe to trust myself. It is safe to believe in myself. It is safe to have confidence in myself. And there is beauty in my individuality. And it is an act of self-love when I express who I am to others. I am building my self-esteem. I am building my self-confidence. I love who I am. I am healing these wounds. I don't need to fear abandonment any longer, because I will always have myself. I will always have myself. And I love who I am. My source of self doesn't come from somebody else. It doesn't matter if someone likes me or dislikes me. If they think I'm great or they think I totally suck. Their opinion of me, either way, does not serve as the basis for how I define myself. I know my worth. I know my value. And I am filling up this hole within me. I am filling this emptiness that was within me with self-love. And I love myself completely. Okay, take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Good, good, good. Healing neediness takes time. It takes consistent effort and practice of building up your self-esteem, building up your confidence, knowing who you are, and being confident in that. And you build it one little piece at a time. I hope that helps. Keep tapping about this, repeat often, and keep going forward on your healing journey. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, be well, and I will see you next week.